Ciao Juventini, welcome back to the All Juvecast channel. I'm Alberto. It's January 2nd. You know the drill. I've got all this morning's news surrounding La Vecchia Signora, and there's a lot to tackle, all right? We're going to get into Mercato rumblings with the transfer window opening up. We're going to take a look at the injury statuses of our players and the loose time frames that are being put out as of today by Gazzetta. Then we're going to take a look at Wednesday's opener for the second half of the season against Cremonese and the predicted lineup with a big surprise in there being predicted right now, all right? So let's get into it. All right, Juventini, like the video and, of course, subscribe to the channel. All right, now let's get to it. Di Maria and Paredes have returned, all right, and they are slated to join the fold on the weekend against Udinese, okay? So they will not take part in the Cremonese match, okay? Salernitana, we know that they're hot on the trail of Lucci Caviglia from Juventus, but they are also planning to make a move for Daniele Rugani as well, all right? So we'll have to keep tabs on that. Parisi, he has been named as a target at fullback for Juventus for quite some time. Lazio, we know Lazio is highly interested in Parisi as well. But Lazio cannot make a move right now in the winter mercado, so this might be Juve's opportunity to take advantage of that. So we're going to have to keep tabs. We know that there's been a lot of names thrown out there for fullback options for Juventus, but we'll, I guess, truly find out what their intention was with Parisi and if they see him as one of those top names. It's been rumored as of late that it's Singo and Fresneda that top the list for Juventus, but if it is Parisi, they have an opportunity to strike while Lazio cannot, all right? Carnesecchi, the young goalkeeper, we know that he's a target for Juventus. It's being reported that the plan might be to sign him in the summer and put him out on loan while Szczesny finishes off his contract, all right? So that's the latest on the goalkeeper scenario. Now, Weston Mckennie. Weston Mckennie is going to come up in the news a couple of times today, okay? And the first time is that apparently Bournemouth, out of the Premiership, has come out willing to offer 40 million euros. However, Mckennie has turned down the move, all right? Saying obviously that is not the club to a standard that which he wants to join, all right? So there you have it. That's the latest on Weston Mckennie. Juventus, Milan, and Roma are all following Rodrigo De Paul's situation, okay? Looking to potentially bring him in. Now, Rodrigo De Paul is not the first time Juve's been linked. Juve had multiple links before he ended up making that move to Atletico. I've always liked Rodrigo De Paul, and I actually would like to see him join Juventus, but you know the drill, Juventini. I lay it out for you to play it out. What do you think about Rodrigo De Paul? Would you like him joining Juventus? If I'm looking at Juventus and I see Mckennie, Rabiot about to head out, Rovella's naturally going to be one of those guys I want to pull back in. We still need a physical presence. That's why lately we've been talking about Zakaria. I think Zakaria makes sense in order to be that change of Rabiot. Bigger physical presence and whatnot seems like a more natural change-up, but Rodrigo De Paul still has a part to play. And man, I still would like to see Rodrigo De Paul, but something's got to give. Moretti, Fagioli, Rovella. This is where we start getting into issues. Maybe we just say no on this guy, bring in a physical presence, change up to Rabiot, and let the young guys continue on. But it's hard for me to say no to De Paul because I do think he's quality, all right? Now, we move on to injury statuses, okay, and time frames loosely being put out by Gazzetta today, okay? So De Sciglio and Bonucci roughly around that January 13th date, which is right around the Napoli match for their return, okay? If you're looking at Vlahovic, the latest is somewhere around that Coppa Italia match against Monza around January 19th. The latest with Pogba and Quadrado is late January 22nd, somewhere around the Atalanta match, okay? Paul Pogba putting out on his Instagram account a picture of a lion saying, "On my way." All right, so maybe it's sooner than that. We have to just continue to wait and see. Like I've been saying with these timetables, I don't think any of them really know other than those involved, but here you go. Szczesny still suffering from neck discomfort that he experienced in the last friendly match against Standard Liga, so it's up in the air whether or not he's going to get the start against Cremonese on Wednesday, okay? So it's going to be either himself or Perin, but outside of that, we'll take a look at the rest of the lineups. We talked about Quadrado and his return date being later in January, so Juve's got to figure something out at right wing back. This is the predicted lineup for Wednesday, everybody, okay? So we talked about either Tech or Perin. We're fine there. That's a great luxury to have, a guy like Perin just waiting, okay? Now, for the back, pretty straightforward. Danilo, Bremer, and Sandro. Okay. In the middle, pretty straightforward. Fagioli, Locatelli, Rabiot. On the left wing back role, straightforward. Kostic. On right wing back, it appears Allegri, it's being reported, he will go with Mckennie as a right wing back. Yes, I am relaying the news correctly. Mckennie at right wing back. Milik and Keane round up the lineup up top. Juventini, that is your news break to today, January 2nd. I'm still blown away at the possibility of Mckennie playing as a right wing back. I don't like it. I think they should look for alternative solutions. I think if you have Gatti playing, play Danilo as that right wing back, put Gatti back as one of your center backs, or use Ake with a guy like Danilo in behind him there or whatnot. But I really don't like Mckennie as a right wing back. I think, yeah, that's just a weird one for me. But hey, I lay it out for you to play it out, so you know the drill. Juventini, like the video, subscribe to the channel, but drop your comments, questions, thoughts, opinions on everything you just heard in the comment section, and let's mix it up. And until tomorrow, fino alla fine, forza Juve, ciao tutti.